Happy Sunday, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Everton Career Mode here on FIFA 21. Thank you for your incredible continued support here on the channel on this series. We've hit over 3,000 likes on every single video so far as I record this. Please do continue to hit that like button. It's really helping the channel grow right now. If you are new, then do hit that subscribe button as well, of course, and the notification bell, whether you're new or not, to ensure you don't miss a video. Set it to all notifications and you'll get notified every single time a video goes live, which is of course at least once every day. Streaming every day as well of late, so link in the description down below to my Twitch channel where I'll be live again today with some career mode as well at Schalke. But guys, thank you so much for your continued support. Genuinely, the likes and the consistent comments really do make a massive difference for the channel in the YouTube algorithm in pushing the content to new people and ensuring the channel continues to grow. We've seen better growth in this first week of FIFA 21 content than I've seen for the last 2 years in the same period. So thank you for that, and please do continue to keep that level of support up. Let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, we're still in the early access trial version of the game. How many of you, be honest, how many of you have spunked all of your 10 hours already and have nothing left? I know it's hard when you've only got 10 hours and about a week to try and manage them. And thankfully, I'm via the EA Game Changers program able to have a full code. But I remember the days when I wasn't and was trying to eke out every last minute of those 10 hours and quite regularly spent them all in about 2 days. So I imagine a large percentage of you don't have any hours left until the arrival of your pre-order copies, whether that be on the 6th with the Ultimate Edition or the 9th for the Standard Edition. Let me know down below as well, what edition did you go for if you did pre-order the game, or what edition are you going to get if you haven't yet and are looking to buy it in the next few days. We have a number of games in the next few days in this save. West Ham at home, Southampton away, Aston Villa at home, and then I think I'm going to play Leeds away and sim Villa at home. I think that's the way I'm going to manage it, and then we'll have Liverpool, Brighton and Newcastle in tomorrow's episode before heading into the January transfer window, where I do have an idea, and you guys have been giving me the same idea as to what to do in that transfer window, and you can probably guess what it is, but we'll cover that when we get to it. Let's start with West Ham in the first game, and I think for the first time, Mason Elgate is growing well now. Michael Keane is slightly older at 27. I'm going to give Jean-Philippe Gabama, at 80 rated, a start at centre-back and see how he does. Everybody else is playing really well. I've also taken on board your feedback and given Wilfried Zaha the number 10 shirt. If there are any other shirt number changes you'd like me to make, then do let me know in the comments section and I will make them. Not ordinarily, I used to wait until the beginning of a new season, but CBA to do that. If you guys want a shirt number changed, then let me know in the comment section down below, and if the same response is popular enough, then I will make that change as and when we feel that we can do it. Do bear in mind, a couple of videos are recorded ahead of time, so it might take a couple of episodes for that feedback to be implemented, but I take on board absolutely everything that you guys say in the comment section, and I've been active with you in the comment section as well, so please do continue to leave your feedback and have the discussions in the comments, because the activity on the channel, on the videos, really does help the channel grow, and I can't reiterate that enough. So please, thumbs up, subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, and let's see if we can get 3 points to kickstart our push for European football again. Who have West Ham brought north? That's the question. Lucas Fabianski in goal as expected. Clinton Mata, Issa Diop, Victor Lindelöf and Masuaku at the back. Mark Noble and Thomas Soucek holding as expected. Snodgrass, Wilshere and Felipe Anderson with Sebastian Aller at striker. On the bench, Declan Rice, Michail Antonio, Jared Bowen. So they've some options to use, certainly, if the starting 11 doesn't do the business. I'm really hoping that my starting 11 can do the business, though. After that frustrating defeat still against Brighton at the end of the last episode, I'm really wanting to bounce back and get 3 points straight away today. Noble across to Soucek. Oh, that's well done, actually. Aller. Oh, and through to Jack Wilshere, who's got Snodgrass in support, who smacks off the underside of the crossbar. Coleman just gets a foot in to deny them the rebound as well. And that was very, very nearly 1-0 West Ham. And if I can time this pass out to Wilfried Zaha and he's onside, we could even go from 1-0 West Ham to potentially, 1-0 Everton, but Zaha too fast for his own good. Touch was too heavy, and as I tried to drive into the space, it soon got gobbled up as the ball And straight into the arms of Fabianski. I was trying to get there and then lift it over him with a little dainty chip. Unfortunately, it just hasn't worked at all. Crystal Palace, I haven't seen where they've been in the Premier League recently, actually. They were challenging for the Champions League after a few games. Haven't checked to see if they've dropped out of there yet. We've fallen off in the past couple of episodes from the European spots, and certainly we could do with getting ourselves back up there today. Chances like that Zaha one, I really need to make the most of. I cannot afford to waste too many opportunities like that in games like this, where chances are going to be few and far between, you feel, for the majority of the game. Oh, I tried to drill that across, and I've absolutely ballsed it up. Win that. Well up, Jean-Philippe. Getting his first start at centre-back in this game. We haven't necessarily actually been disappointed with the way that Michael Keane has played, but with... Oh, come on, Calvert-Lewin. Get on the end of that. Oh, thankfully Felipe Anderson gives me possession back. We haven't necessarily been disappointed with Michael Keane, but when Gabama is higher rated and younger, it just makes more sense to utilise him in that role, I think. Michael Keane has been a great player for Everton over the years since arriving, and I certainly won't be looking to sell him anytime soon, but depending on what you guys reckon in the comment section as well, I think continuing to have him as my starting centre-back alongside... Yes, James! A goal for him at last! It's been a while in coming. Handful of assists, but finally James on the score sheet again. To have Jean-Philippe Gbaman alongside Mason Holgate, who's also growing, I think is probably the right call. Like I say, I mentioned it, I think, in yesterday's episode, and I'm waiting for your feedback on that. But for the time being, he's doing well at centre-back. Not that Michael Keane wasn't. And we'll see in January what else we'll do with that particular position. But for the time being, thankfully, finally, I have managed to put it together properly, and we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. Allaire. Big, strong, physical specimen like Sebastian Allaire is going to be difficult to deal with. That's nicely managed by Gabama, showing Wilshere onto his right foot, which is always going to be a lot worse than his left. Alan will square this and will try and come forward again. I'll tell you what, Zaha has been very heavily involved today, and I've been very impressed with him. I might have messed up a couple of inputs with the controller to ensure that his final product hasn't been there so far, but he's been more involved in this first half than he has been in a number of games so far this season combined since his last goal. Went a little bit quiet. There was some call in the comments for me to move him slightly more central, or maybe change his instructions to cut inside. But for the time being, I like having the option out wide. I just need to make sure I utilise him better in that wide role. Here is Felipe Anderson in the left wide role for West Ham, but we're able to deny him the opportunity to get the ball into the middle. And we'll take this 1-0 lead all the way till half-time. And maybe, just maybe, get ourselves a second. Calvert-Lewin is there in the middle. I'll just float this looking for him potentially to get there. Lindelöf will knock it behind for a corner, and we will have the time to take it. Digne delivers. The keeper's going to come. Oh, and just gets there, Fabianski. Please let me win this header and create something else. Nope, half-time. Souček quickly forward to Sebastian Allaire. He's got a couple of options. There's the left back in support there, but he's chosen to go back centrally to Souček. He's still got Masuaku there if he needs him. We've defended really well so far in this game. Just trying to make sure there are bodies in the way, so that if they do ever find half a sniff of a chance, someone's there to put the man off to ensure that at least they don't have a clean strike on goal. Richarlison could keep that run going, and Calvert-Lewin will look to find him in behind. Not had much of the ball here, as you can see in this game so far. 44%, I think that was. Certainly less than half, as West Ham have dominated a lot of the ball. But whilst the scoreline still remains as it is, that's all we care about. I get this to James, and then quickly to Calvert-Lewin, and then a first-time shot, maybe. Just didn't quite aim it right. Right thing to do to go across goal, but I've pulled the shot. Souček across to Felipe Anderson. Oh, great challenge by Alan. Absolutely brilliant. Just what I needed when I needed it. Alan has been quite a quiet performer in this save so far. He's not been bad at all. He's been very good. He just... Okay, Doucouré. He just doesn't necessarily do much of any real note. He's just involved in the play. That was nicely done, though, by him to win that back. Try and pressure Allaire into perhaps a mistake. Get Alan involved again in the defensive side of things. Doucouré's actually been the better CDM for me so far, I think. Here's Mata. Nice tackle by Luca Digne. So, I mean, I'm quite happy to continue to play Alan, obviously. But I would still like to give players like Andre Gomes and then Tom... Oh, what a header from Sebastian Haller. Whoa. I would still like to give Andre Gomes and Tom Davies some football, but my God. What a header from their big striker. Jumping against 2 and even 3, although the third man didn't jump for it. And pinpoint accuracy with the header. He's got to beat Pickford and Coleman on the line, and still it squeezes in just underneath the bar. That's a ridiculous goal. 1-1. Wilshere. Souček. Wilshere again into Antonio. Thankfully straight at Doucouré. No, it has to be now or never. Richarlison is making a good run. If he can continuing to make that run, and we stand a chance of getting a last gasp equaliser. Oh, is that a foul? No? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's obstruction, ref. Masuaku doing his best, and that will be the end of the game. Frustrating to draw 1-1 against West Ham, ruining those missed opportunities in the first half, but take nothing away from Sebastian Haller's header. That was outrageous. And a game of few chances, to be fair. So perhaps a draw is the right result. Should have done much better with that Zaha one in the first half. And then that Calvert-Lewin one that I pulled across goal. If I'd have just maybe taken a touch to settle myself first. With the close proximity of the defender, I felt like the best thing to do was to take the shot early. Evidently, that was not the best thing to do. Right, sharpness is looking good. Fitness is looking good. Morale is looking good. We will head now into the next game. You don't need to see me train. I'll head now into the next game. And this time, let's get 3 points. Saints line up with Angus Gunn in goal. Carl Walker-Peters, Vestergaard, Stevens and Sam McQueen at the back. Stuart Armstrong, James Ward-Prowse, Baselli and Nathan Redmond. With Che Adams and the danger man, Danny Ings up top. Shane Long on the bench. Josh Sims has got a little bit of pace. They certainly have some options, but we should be strong enough here. I thought that against West Ham, but I guess it was my own inability to take my chances that cost me in that game. This time, we have to be clinical with the chances we get. Jean-Philippe Gabama, I'll point out to you, has grown up to 81. Your decision for me to change his position to centre-back has been outrageously successful so far. Not only did he get an overall boost from the position change in the first place, but he has since played really well and grown again. So, GG boys. You certainly are making the most of the new features here in FIFA 21 Career Mode for me with the player positioning and obviously the addition of the weak foot for Montiel, etc. as well. Ham is trying to squeeze that through the gap but can't quite do it, unfortunately. Top of the table looks as you can see it there on the left-hand side with Manchester United currently leading the way. Crystal Palace had dropped to 9th. I mentioned in the last episode, I'm not sure if actually I will have left the highlight in or not. Crystal Palace were 3-0 up last time I saw against Tottenham Hotspur and playing really well, but are actually in 9th in the table at the minute. So after their great start, have found their form drop off a little bit. Richarlison, I've got so many men around me here, but surely Calvert-Lewin can finish that. He spun well, he shot well, but Angus Gunn is in the way. And it is not a goal for Tottenham. For Everton yet. And Calvert-Lewin wins that header really well too, but can't divert it goalwards. Was it close? Not really. Armstrong. Nice tackle by Doucouré. Ward-Prowse. Trying to build something for them. Oh, nicely intercepted by Doucouré. For second time. Allen. Picked off by Baselli. Possession changing hands quickly and frequently at the moment. Danny Ings. Oh, it's a lovely turn. And then the footwork. Doucouré. Not Doucouré. It was Mason Holgate trying to get his foot in. There's Doucouré again. Okay, yeah. Remember what I said in the last game about Abdoulaye Doucouré being my best holding midfielder so far this season? Case in point. Proven exactly why right there. Baselli, a lovely ping out wide to Nathan Redmond. Expected him to go down the line, and John Joe Kenny, who's filling in for a slightly tired Seamus Coleman, does well. Richarlison, his goals have dried up recently too. James to Doucouré. It has been my issue of late. We start the season scoring a lot of goals, and I haven't been tucking it away as often as I need to of the past few games, and that's been the issue with us dropping some points. Look for Calvert-Lewin, find only Richarlison, then get it to Calvert-Lewin, then look to bend it, and it's well blocked by Jack Stevens. Creating chances hasn't been an issue at the minute. It's actually putting them away where I'm not doing what I need to at this particular moment in time. Corner for Digne to take. I'm actually going to take it short. Try and do something with James Rodriguez here. Back to Digne, then whip a different kind of cross in. Oh, Richarlison can't quite get to that. That might fall for me. Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, Christ, that just pinballed around, didn't it? 0-0 at half-time. Oh, will it be, though? Will it be? Nathan Redmond has the pace to get in behind. Doucouré is the man trying to close him down. Redmond will find a teammate, and Gabaman comes across to stop Danny Ings from giving Southampton a 1-0 lead. The manager perhaps wanting a penalty for Southampton there, but I definitely don't think it was a foul. That's going to fall kindly for Redmond, and they might still have a chance. Ings, Adams, they have had a chance. They've hit the woodwork. Oh, my Lord. Get out, get out, get out. In the 50th minute now. Che Adams. Yes, Jean-Philippe. Oh, that'll do for half-time. Christ alive. James. I'll ping this, get it over the defender, and find Wilfred Zaha. Calvert-Lewin is there. He's turned well. Need to use the support well enough. Doucouré to Allen. James could be played through. And he is in. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Ref! Oh, my God. Surely that's a foul. Doucouré to James. Looking for Calvert-Lewin. Can we score anyway? No. Oh, my God. How have I not got a free kick on the edge of the box there? Which referee is this? Anthony Taylor, you need to go to the opticians, my man. That was awful refereeing. It was one of the most blatant fouls I've seen for ages. Ha! Take that, Anthony Taylor. We have scored. We will take the lead here at St Mary's. And my God, has that been coming, because I created a lot of chances in this game. Oh, you can probably sense the relief. Ings. And, oh, lucky. Very, very lucky to have the ball rebound like that. But thankfully, we've dealt with it with John Joe Kenny. James Doucouré was asking for it. I have switched to a 4-3-3 attack for this second half and altered some individual instructions slightly. We'll wait and see if that actually helps create more chances or score more goals. Doucouré threw that out looking for Calvert-Lewin. Hasn't quite got the pace to get there. I'll show you the formation. So it's a 4-3-3 attack now with Doucouré and Allen slightly higher up. And James sat slightly closer to Calvert-Lewin. To be fair, I'm actually going to take James off here for Iwobi. Oh, do I? I tell you what I might like soon is maybe another winger to give me something of an option off the bench, because I don't know whether Bernard or Theo Walcott are really going to give me what I need. Maybe that's something to consider for the January transfer window, on top of my current plans as well, of which I'll keep unnamed for now, but you can probably guess what it is that I'm going to do. James off, Bernard on, Richarlison to Cam, and Bernard on the right-hand side. Wait and see if we can get ourselves a second goal with that. Ings, Holgate tackles well, and Doucouré holds off the attentions of the Southampton attacker. Okay, come on. Let's get this second goal and let's see the game out. We have, on a number of occasions this season, when we've won games, had to score multiple goals because I haven't been able to keep a clean sheet. And this is probably why, of late, I haven't been able to get as many wins. Because I haven't been scoring as many goals, and I still haven't been keeping clean sheets. Come on. 17 minutes to at least hold on. If not, score another and make sure. Oh, jeeps. I'm nervous now. I'm really nervous now. Get a tackle in. Yes, Jean-Philippe. So good at centre-back. I can't thank you enough for making that decision for me. So good at centre-back. Calvert-Lewin doesn't need the opportunity. Well, a 1-0 win, but a win nonetheless. And a clean sheet. It's been a little while since either of those have happened, really. I'll take it. Created more chances in that game, but still couldn't score more than the one. Delighted to get 3 points back on the board, and fingers crossed in the next sim game against Aston Villa, we can do the same again. Rio Ave have offered to loan João Virginia, but they want to buy him at the end, and I don't know as I want to... I don't know as I want to let him go permanently. And we do have the young goalkeeper in the youth setup, and I'll show you the progress actually of the youth players, because there has been a rather dramatic improvement in a couple of players. Okay, they definitely wanted to buy him. There has been a dramatic improvement in a couple of the players' ratings that certainly you'll want to see. So let me quickly show you that now before I crack on with training again. In the youth academy, we have Mads Paulsen, who's grown from 53 to 58 and has potential of 80 to 86 now. Can play anywhere in defence, anywhere at all, but with the jumping of 74 and strength of 77 still, you would say, a centre-back to start with. Bernhard Schmidt is now 82 to 88 potential, 58 to 60 rated so far this season. Pan is not looking quite so handy, and to be fair, I'm actually just going to release him. Aslan, 87 to 93 now for him with regards potential. At just 15 years of age, he hasn't shown a massive amount of growth yet, but that growth will certainly be coming. Hopefully, as soon as he hits 16, he should start to snowball. And then Franklin, who has potential of 68 to 72, unfortunately, is probably going to fall by the wayside. And he's only 5'5". He does have a decent weak foot, and decent physicals other than the strength. I just, it's going to be a no from me. Unless I promoting to the senior team and then selling him isn't really worth it. If I was at a small club, then I certainly would if I didn't have a decent budget. But we have a decent budget here at Everton. And an extra $1 million from selling a one youth player it's just not worth it. And he's clearly not going to grow that well. So, but really keen on the two that are growing really well so far. All right, I'm going to continue on with training. And then I'll see you in that game against Villa. Unless anything else happens with regards to the transfer window. That win for us has moved us up to 7th and on to 28 points. And just 3 behind Leicester and 4 behind Chelsea. We could really do with going on a bit of a run now. Aston Villa are currently 12th and a long way off. There's a big drop-off, as you can see, from Crystal Palace in 9th, Brighton 2, and then a further 1, and then another 4 down to the kind of bottom half of the table. West Brom and Sheffield United look pretty doomed already, unfortunately for them. Burnley still trying to cling on to Newcastle, Fulham. Arsenal are recovering, so it's surely not a matter of time before we see them in the top half before the end of the season. But that's the starting lineup as things stand then, with the 4-3-3 attack as the formation now. Seamus Coleman still on the right-hand side, although John Joe Kenny is growing, so hopefully we'll see him take over at right back next season. We will sim this. You can see their starting lineup there. Nyland, Gilbert, Concert, Engels, Target, Nakamba, Lansbury, Vera, Jota, Wesley and Trezeguet. Should be a game that we win and hopefully win well, but time will tell. Counter-attack maybe. Zaha on the breakaway. Look at that pace. Look at that pace. Get the ball in the middle. Oh, good save. Dominic Calvert-Lewin from point-blank range, and Nyland makes the stop. That's the first chance of the game for us on the breakaway through Zaha. Picks out his man, but we can't turn it home. Half an hour played, still 0-0. And Pickford doing something decent at the other end as well. And not yet cleared away. It's going to be another corner, I think. No, it's a goal kick. Oh, thank God. Calvert-Lewin, James, Calvert-Lewin. He's got options, one of which is to get tackled, I suppose. Wesley looking to switch it. And Jota's gotten away from Digne. This could be dangerous for Villa. Good save again from Pickford. Oh, 2 chances for them and 1 chance for us in that first half. And keepers coming in handy, certainly. Dominic Calvert-Lewin saved at point-blank range, and then Jordan Pickford makes 2 saves for me to deny Aston Villa taking the lead. Into the second half we go, where hopefully we can be a bit more creative and take the lead. Let's ball my hammers out to Zaha. Into the middle. Please this time. Yes! The first one was blocked. Calvert-Lewin to the rebound, and we do take the lead, and very early doors as well in this second half. And breathe. We have the lead. Let's just hold on to it now. Could we, rather remarkably, for recent form, get back-to-back wins and back-to-back clean sheets? Maybe. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, this is well worked. Go on, James. Alan. Oh, good save. Pushed around the post by the keeper. I thought Alan was about to score what I think would have been his first goal of the season. James down to Alan. Richarlison, Allen again. Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison, oh, good block. I think he was offside. No, he wasn't. Corner to be taken short. Into Zaha. Into the middle, please. Come on, Digne. James, Allen. Oh, come on. We just can't get the shot away. 20 minutes to go. I want to make a change. Oh, come on. Bury this. Square it if you need to. You had options there. Richarlison could have just been played through. There were some comments asking me to utilise the jump-in feature when simulating games like this, and I do plan. Please don't score. I do plan on doing so, but only for penalties and free kicks. penalties, both offensive and defensive, trying to save them, and offensive free kicks. That's the only way I'm going to utilise personally the jump-in feature in these saves. Obviously, you guys can do whatever the hell you like, but considering I don't want to abuse the ability to just hop in and just quickly score and then jump out again. Bury that! Oh! You saw the ball get bigger and then dip. Richarlison just chipped the goalkeeper. It's going to be 2-0 at the end of the second half. We will get back-to-back victories, and it may well be back-to-back clean sheets as well. What a miracle. Come on, blow your whistle. Do me a favour. Come on, ref. There we go. Wow, yes, back-to-back victories and back-to-back clean sheets. Thrilled with that. Liverpool win 3-1 against West Ham. Southampton just beat Leeds at Ellen Road, I believe. No word yet as to when Ellen Road will be patched into FIFA 21, but it is coming. We are aware of that. They have said they're determined to get it into FIFA 21 at some point during the cycle. And actually, it's to Ellen Road we head next, as we have Leeds United away from home. And we are now level on points with Leicester and one behind Chelsea, although they do have a game in hand. Chelsea playing West Brom. Leicester playing Brighton, though, and that's not going to be an easy game. We expect Chelsea to win, but Brighton travelling to Leicester could certainly cause a slip-up for them. Right, let's go and ensure that we don't slip up against Leeds and get 3 straight victories for the first time in Christ knows how long. Right, Leeds with a 4-1-4-1. Kiko Casilla in goal. Dallas, Koch, Llorente and Carlos Rodriguez at left-back. Calvin Phillips in the holding role. Poveda, Click, Shackleton and Jack Harrison with Rodrigo leading the line up top on his own. It's more of a 4-5-1 really, because you imagine Calvin Phillips will push slightly further forward. I'm, as you would expect, Seamus Coleman back into the starting lineup now. Other than that, everything looks as you would imagine that it would do for this Everton side so far in this save. Like I say, it's been a while. In fact, I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look at the fixture list. I'm not sure if we ever have won 3 straight games in the Premier League, have we? I definitely have to check after this game, but I have to win this game first for that to even potentially be a thing. So let's go and get a victory, shall we? And against the very defensive-minded and defensively set-up Leeds United side, that's not going to be that easy. Zaha looking to come forward. Can I get that around the corner to James? Get a first touch in. James! It might be happening. It might be happening. James Rodriguez back in the goals again in today's episode. That's his second of the day, and we lead at Ellen Road. It's Jack Harrison. Back to Jamie Shackleton. Hero of the channel, of course. Those of you that were with me last year and watched the Leeds series will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say run Jamie Shackleton. One of the most iconic moments of this entire channel's YouTube history, to be completely honest. I'm hoping he doesn't replicate something like that in this game, though. Click and Rodrigo linking up nicely. Yet to see the best Rodrigo in the Premier League, but I'm sure he'll start scoring goals sooner rather than later for Leeds. Thankfully, Jean-Philippe Gabama is showing us what he's all about in this save, and if he can replicate this sort of performance, or these sort of performances, multiple, in the Premier League for Everton, then they'll be delighted with him as well. He's covered Lewin onside. He's not. Just didn't quite time the run right. Dallas. Down the line to Poveda. Dallas again. Nicely done. Cleek. Nice ball by Phillips. Win that, please, Luca. He hasn't done well. Rodrigo into Poveda. This is good from Leeds. It's very good from Leeds. And thankfully, Cleek has his shot straight into the arms of Jordan Pickford. That's very fortunate because that was brilliantly worked. Easily Leeds' best chance of the game and their best move to boot. But no goal for them yet. Oh, big lofted passes. Expertly played to Jack Harrison. Looking to turn Seamus Coleman. He's done well. Kevin De Bruyne has just put Manchester City 2-1 up in the Manchester derby. This is going to dictate the way things go at the top of the table for sure. Get rid of that, please, Mason. It's a good clearance from Holgate, and James should win that, and has done well to do so. Now Richarlison on the counter. Don't want to run straight into the defender there, do we? Calvert-Lewin. Ah, I've misplaced that. No, I haven't. Doucouré's gotten to it well. I did play a poor pass, though. Looking for James through here, though, and trying to get ourselves another goal in this game. James can't quite slow his feet down quickly enough. Zaha, they will find Doucouré. Oh, can't quite find the target. Bending away from the keeper at all times. Wasn't sure if Calvin Phillips was going to block it. Not far wise, but Wide nonetheless. Win that. Challenge for it at least, Seamus. Poor attempts from Seamus Coleman to try and win that header. Tyler Roberts off the bench here for Leeds United. Made a couple of changes of my own with Iwobi on and Andre Gomez on as well. Doucouré. I'll lift this to Richarlison, who's been left in quite a bit of space out here by the defence. And hopefully we can get past Rodriguez here. Stand the ball up into the middle. Ah, that's a foul, but we'll play on. Calvert-Lewin is there through that gap. Doucouré, I think he's offside. He's buried it. And is he offside? No, he's on. It's going to count. Abdoulaye Doucouré. I took James off because he was tired, and I actually put Andre Gomez on. I moved him forward into the cam spot, Doucouré, with immediate effect. How was he onside there? Was there a defender on the far side? Oh, I'm really not sure how he's onside. I'm going to have a look at a replay. Just at the point of contact, just there, you can see the number 14 on this near side is playing him on. I was paying attention to the two centre-backs. They're number 3 and the man just above Doucouré there. Oh, I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see where I'm pointing. It's the number 14 here on the near side, he says as he points at the screen again, that plays Doucouré on, and it's an easy finish for Abdoulaye. We have ourselves a 2-0 lead against Leeds. We might well be getting 3 straight victories, and maybe 3 straight clean sheets too. The miracle might just be about to happen. A Christmas miracle, one might say, being in December. Looking good as they make a change. Rodriguez at left back, who made... Oh, they've gone attacking. They brought Patrick Bamford on. A left back off, a striker on. Going for it, Leeds, but too little, too late, I think. Play Wilfin down the line with Andre Gomez playing that ball. Now, can we find Calvert-Lewin? It's a great delivery. Cock in the way. Cock blocked. Dominic Calvert-Lewin there. Won't be the first one to make that sort of comment. Won't be the last, I'm sure, this season on FIFA. But that's the victory for us, with Everton getting a 2-0 win away from home at Ellen Road, or what will be Ellen Road when they patch it into the game. Thrilled with that. Keeping Leeds down to just the 1 chance. And City win 2-1 against Manchester United, which has big ramifications at the top of the table. Manchester United were 4 or 5 points clear at the top. And as we end the episode today, we again are level with Leicester and 1 point behind Spurs. Chelsea... Wow, where did they lose their game? Chelsea lost to Wolves in his last match day. They lost to Wolves. So despite beating West Brom, they've lost to Wolves, and we are closing in on the top 4, as well as the top 6. Let's go, boys. And yes, Manchester City going above Manchester United with that win. Just 2 points separating the top 3. Chelsea trying to keep up with them. And had they won against Wolves, they would have been just 3 points off top. The title race is going down to the wire, certainly. At the bottom, well, Sheffield United have picked up some points. They're trying to save their season, and if West Brom can pick up 3 points in their game in hand against presumably Southampton or Leicester or Spurs, who is it against for them? It's Tottenham at home. I think they might be losing that. Sorry, West Brom. I think West Brom are going to go down in this save. But let's see, actually. I was going to check, wasn't I? When was the last time we got 3 straight victories? I genuinely don't know, as we have done it so far this season. 2 in 3 there. West Brom, 2 back-to-back there, but a defeat and a draw either side. That was the last time. Burnley, Sheffield United and Ipswich back in August. Not had 3 straight victories in all competitions since August. And it is, for the very first time, 3 straight victories in the Premier League. That is brilliant. If we can keep that going and carry that momentum into our first Merseyside derby tomorrow, then we'll be in a great position moving into January. But yeah, it's going to be tough, isn't it? The Merseyside derby is never easy. Do make sure that you join me tomorrow. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, then please do so. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any more. And again, as ever, please drop the video a like. Make sure you leave me your feedback in the comment section down below. Let's help the channel continue to grow and welcome even more new people to this journey with Everton Football Club. A journey that will continue at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'll see you then.